I know this isn't the voice you were expecting, but it's the voice you're going to get today. I am Sara Oehler from softluxcompany.com. Normally, Spill the Beads is with my good friend Joyce Trowbridge, but she's unfortunately feeling under the weather this week. And so I am taking over for her. She will regularly be coming to you live through Softflux Company on Thursdays on the week that we do not have a live sale. It will be 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Every Thursday, we'll have a live sale some weeks, and we'll have Joyce with Spill the Beads on other weeks. And every once in a while, I will get the opportunity, I imagine, to jump in and hang out. Before I get going, I know, Dana, you're going to be so sick of me by Sunday. You're going to be like, get out of here, lady. Before I get going, I wanted to point out this awesome sale. We always do a really good sale on the week of the Great Bead Extravaganza. And I think this is a really nice one. It's $10 off over $59 or $20 off over $99. That's your subtotal in your cart. This coupon code is for those who do not already get a discount. So if you are a designer with a tax ID that has been filed with us and you log in to see your pricing, you're already getting your best price. This is for retail customers who do not already get a discount. And you're going to use coupon code MIDWINTER26. Okay, let me pop this down so I can say hello more directly. Good morning, everybody. I'm so happy I get to be here and do a little extra beading. Kristen didn't have to tell me twice that I could come do beading for an hour with all of you. What a fantastic treat to be able to be here again. We have so much going on this week. It's kind of wild. I was like, why would one more hour matter? Let's just throw it in. Why not? So today we've got Spill the Beads. I'm going to be making a bracelet to match the necklace that I made yesterday. I am not Joyce. I am Sara. I know. I miss Joyce. She is not feeling well today. So I am sitting in for her this morning. So we spilled the beads this morning at 5 p.m. Pacific on my Patreon account with my jewelry making club. I will be talking all about Softluxe craft wire, all the different gauges, all the different colors, the different types, different projects I've used it for. It's going to be a great discussion, and you can come and ask questions and hang out there with me in my group. My group is now almost 160 members. I hang out there daily. I hope you will come check it out. It's a nice space to hang out, not just for my jewelry making club, but there's a lot of other artsy people there that you can subscribe to and get lots of fun ideas. I'm subscribed to some other Patreon folks as well, and it's been really nice. I go there and it's like a really nice space for creativity. And I think many of you would really enjoy it. Tomorrow, Friday, we will be kicking off the Great Bead Extravaganza. We kick that off with preview night, and that happens at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's usually about an hour, and this is where all 12 of these companies typically give you a little peek into what is going to happen over the weekend. We have some new presenters that are presenting throughout this year. One is Rebecca Combs, so look for her. Also, Francesca Watson of The Makery has joined us for the year, and it is going to be awesome. I hope you guys will tune in and kind of see what everybody has going on. We, of course, have the Kind Heart Design Kit, and I'll talk about that a little bit as we're going through our day-to-day. I'm really excited about it. I have bittersweet feelings about Valentine's Day. I'm sure you can understand why. But I'm not going to let it ruin Valentine's Day for me. I have always been a big believer in all the different kinds of love that are in the world. And I love a day that celebrates that. And like when you get past all the commercial stuff and the candy, and kind of the nonsensical stuff, at the end of the day, Valentine's Day is a great day to tell the people that you love them. And it's a great day to give them a little treat, like a little pair of earrings or a bracelet or, just a little trinket. Like we are jewelry makers. We always have extra jewelry. And it's one of those days where it's a really nice day to just celebrate anybody you love, whether it's your husband or your boyfriend or girlfriend, or it's your best friend or your neighbor. Maybe it's your dog walker that comes and walks your dog daily, or, just people that make your life better and easier. So I'm excited about the Kind Heart kit because I think it kind of embodies that feeling of kindness and love. And I think we need more of that in the world right now. Like we really do. So I hope you'll go on that journey with me over the next few weeks. We usually open the kit on the event day for us. That is Saturday, January 17th, 1 p.m. Pacific. But then we tend to use the kit several times. Like today, I'm still using Champagne Toast, which I think I unboxed 2 weeks ago at the end of December, but there's still so many beads to use. So we usually are kind of on a journey with our kit, and we invite all of you, once we have unboxed the Kind Heart design kit, we want to see what you're making with it in our Softflix VIB group. And we usually pick a winner, not based on how good your design is, but at random from everybody who posts their designs. So this is the start of our journey. Starts Saturday, but then it's like a month-long journey all the way up to Valentine's Day. So I hope you'll grab one of these kits if you haven't already, and join us. I think we're going to have a really good time with it. Okay, let me flip down to my table. Let me check out your wonderful comments as well. I see you're all entering my giveaway. That's good. Liz, I love this. Liz says, I like to give my granddaughter a piece of my jewelry for Valentine's Day, and she usually loves it. I love that, Liz. Yeah, it's a great day. It doesn't have to be just about romantic love, and like, I know there's Galentine's Day too, but even Valentine's Day can be Galentine's Day. So, it's a great day just to spread peace and love. I was watching on the news this morning, and I'm sure many of you have seen these Buddhist monks who are walking for peace, and all the people that are showing up to cheer them on and just to be near them and just to promote peace. And gosh, we need more of that in this world. We need more kindness, more heart, and more peace. So if we can bring that to our little corner of the universe, then awesome. Let's do it, right? And then hopefully it radiates out from us into our local spaces and just makes the world a little bit of a better place, because we could definitely use that right now. Okay, so here's a bracelet using the Kind Heart bead strand. I almost exclusively just used those beads. I'm going to wear this for TGBE on Saturday. I already decided. I think I'm going to I have like a really pretty little necklace here that I was thinking matched it just kind of perfectly. So I was thinking about throwing that on as well for the big day. It's always a big day when we do TGBE because it is a collective. We have the most viewers of any time on that day. So it can be a little nerve-wracking. So it's one of the few times that I actually think about what I'm going to wear. It's like one of the few times I'm like, ooh, I better like really plan ahead on this thing. So that was the bead strand, which is sold separate from the kit. We have a beautiful bead mix. I think Kristen made something with this just recently, but that kind of gives you an idea of what the inside of the kit looks like too. This is not in this kit because it's a TGBE kit. It is sold separately, but look at all those pretty little sparkles in that bead mix. You can pick that up on the website right now using that coupon code to get the discount. And then of course there's the heavy duty kit as well. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. I can't wait to open it on Saturday. I hope you'll come hang out with us when I open it. We will have live giveaways on Saturday too. So be there for that. If nothing else, we always try to do a big giveaway for that event. And then we added just this week some new agate pendants. They're absolutely gorgeous. They come in 3 different sizes. It is small, medium, and large. They come in a bunch of different shapes. I took, I think, a pretty good picture of each size so that you could see the different pendants that are available. It will be a mystery pick, so you won't know which one you're getting, but you'll see in the pictures they're all really great. Like really, there is not a bad one among them, and they match this kind heart kit just perfectly. I think on Saturday I'm thinking about making something with this beautiful heart and the kit. I think that's going to be great. Also, tomorrow morning, Kristen is going to show us how to do some wire wrapping on these beauties. So she doesn't have these in hand. I do. She's going to get hers a little later, I think. She might have them for Saturday, but she is going to show us on a different stone for coffee and craft wire tomorrow morning. I think we're doing that 9 a.m. Pacific. We have that too. This is a wild week, you guys. We're taking 2026 by the horns. We are everywhere. Okay, so this is what I made yesterday with Cassandra from the Bead Place. I think it turned out so pretty. She sent me these gorgeous boho flowers, these 24 karat gold check glass beads. I was like, what? I got to get those in there. So I have a couple of those. And then I took this out of my bead mix from Champagne Toast. She also sent this beautiful filigree, which you can find on the Beads to Live By website. And then this is all Champagne Toast beads from the kit that I made my own chain using Softluxe craft wire in a 22 gauge. And I attached just with some simple jump rings and a lobster clasp. So I was thinking today about making a bracelet to kind of go with that. I don't really like just a single design. I always like a set. I had one time a family member of a family member. So my sister-in-law's sister came for a week, and she, by the end of the week, said, Sarah, I'm just so entertained by the fact that you have a different matching set of jewelry every single day. And I was like, yeah, I have so much jewelry. I can match any outfit I ever wanted to match. And usually I have a set of matching jewelry from all the different things I've made over the year, which is a lot of fun. So I was visualizing. I've never quite done this before, so I don't know. But I was visualizing how pretty these little seed beads that Cassandra had sent me were, and what that might look like in a bracelet. And I was thinking about what it would look like if I doubled over. First, I was thinking just this ring alone, if I doubled over into this ring. But then I realized this ring is going to sit sideways like that on my wrist. And I was like, oh, I don't like that because it's kind of a big ring. So then I threw on these jump rings, and that was as far as I had gotten in thinking about what I wanted to make today. So I was going to try stringing those jump rings in there and seeing how I feel about it. I was also thinking about whether I wanted more than one of these or if one was sufficient. And then on the other end, I was thinking about doing a strand of beads. So a more traditional, strand of beads from my bead mix from the champagne toast. So throwing in, some different sets of beads here throughout and doing just a single strand to come back around. I thought it would be kind of interesting, and I'm not sure if it'll all come together, but we're going to give it a try, and then we're going to see how it feels. And of course, our goal is to kind of match what we've got going here. So I'll likely throw one of those flowers in. I'll likely throw one of those in, just like a couple different things to mimic some of the stuff that's going on here, but in a bracelet so that they feel like they really go together. Okay, so I strung those little seed beads that she had sent me. I think she said they were like a gold Duracoat of some kind. They're super shiny. What a nice way to throw some gold into your design. Gold is outrageous right now. These gold seed beads are the ticket. They look so expensive, but I'm sure they're very affordable on Cassandra's website. Okay, and then I was going to string that jump ring over the top and kind of see what happens when I do that. Am I going to like having it kind of separate like that, or is it going to automatically pull depending on the length, right? It's probably going to automatically pull straighter depending on how tight I make it. But if it's loose, that's what it's going to look like, which I don't know. I don't know how much I love that. But we're going to give it a try. And the thing about jewelry making is if you don't try, you'll never find out, and you'll never learn anything new, and you'll make the same design over and over. So be willing to test it, try it, cut it apart, and do it different if you have to. I'm going to go for it like this. So I'm mixing some silver and gold, which is something I don't always do a lot, but I'm kind of liking it, feeling good about it. I think I have 2 clasp options here. I am going to have this flower in here too. So I'm deciding, this is a button that we have on the website. It comes in a few different metal tones. Really pretty. So I would use that as a toggle. Or I could do the same thing I did here with the lobster clasp, which might be kind of nice because it is such a similar design. I kind of dislike lobster clasps on bracelets though, because they're really hard for me to always get on my body. So that's why I'm thinking about it. But I think I'll do the lobster clasp in this one and focus on that boho flower as the flower. I'm going to move this down. This is a lot. I used a lot of extra wire on this one because I wasn't sure how long I would want it. And this strand is only going to go through the crimp once. So it does not need to be that long. And then I should end up with enough extra wire. I could do something with it, like make an earring or something useful. So I'm going to string that. I am going to make sure I have the flexibility that this is going to pull together nicely and it's not rigid, because I don't want it to be rigid. I'm going to take that long strand and string it through my lobster, and then I'll go back into my crimp tube. This is a 2 by 2 millimeter crimp tube, If you have a ton of questions on crimping, I did an excellent, if I do say so myself, video and written article on crimping in my jewelry making club this month. Well worth taking a look at if you've had any issues with crimping. I think it was helpful for a lot of folks and could also be helpful for you as well. Okay, I'm trusting. The thing I could change if I want to go back, and I might eventually, is I could take both wires through one bead just to give it a little bit of a, and that might be something I do later on my own time because it's just a lot of stringing. But I could string a bunch of beads and then take both wires through one bead and then continue down the length to the clasp, and that would bring those two wires together just a little bit better. I have a feeling I'll probably go back and do that, but for now we're going to keep going and then we'll worry about that at a later date. I didn't want to sit and just string beads on here. I know it's spill the beads, but it's not called string the beads. So I decided to do all my stringing for the most part off screen. Okay, so I've got my magical crimping pliers. They only work with the 2x2 millimeter crimp tubes. You center that crimp tube inside and compress. Your first time around should look like a little 4-corner ravioli. Then you're going to center it again in the other direction and compress in those 4 corners and just go around it, tightening it all down. And when you're done, you should have what looks like a little metal bead connecting everything together. Okay, let me get my cutters. So when you come in to cut off your wire, make sure you're looking where that wire is coming out of the crimp. If it's coming on the underside, cut it on that side. In this case, it's right here. I'm going to get in as close as I can, being very careful not to cut the wires that I want to keep. You wouldn't believe how often I have seen folks cut the wire with the beads on it. In my years of demonstrating and make it, take it, and whatnot, I have seen that all too many times. Yeah, I think I'm going to want to fix that with like just a little coming together. Will look so nice, won't it? I wonder if I could even do like a little wire wrap there with some craft wire to bring it together. That might be kind of cool. Let me see. I had that 22 gauge. Was I using 20 gauge? I thought I was using 22 gauge silver. Oh, there it is. Let's take a little and just see. Why not? It saved me from having to re-string all of it. Trying to decide how close do I want to get. I think like right there. I've never done this. We're trying something new. Will I like this or won't I? Who knows? Nothing a little craft wire can't solve, huh? I'm going to wrap it a third time, I think. And then what I think I will do is I'll probably cut that right in the middle and then kind of push the ends between the beads if I can. Easier said than done, of course. I'm thinking I can probably get this end to like Go down into the bead so it's not poking me. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, little one. One's a little bit longer. Maybe if I trim it a little closer. There we go. So that's the back side. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. I like it so much better. That looks cool. All right, we got one side down. Now we're going to string some beads on the other side. Look at me and my asymmetrical designing power today. Who knew? Sometimes when I have to do a ton of videos and I have a ton going on, I make some of my best designs. I think there's something about like daily practice on things that can really, really improve just the way you're seeing things and feeling about things. I kind of like all these, this hyper small bead mixed with like the bigger specialty bead is kind of fun. That one doesn't quite match the whole scheme of things though. This one's pink, which is not in my color wheelhouse here. I could do another like that. If I was going to do, I wanted to save two of these because I think I should do earrings. So I'm not going to use that. I did want to use this in some way, shape. So let's see about that. That there. Maybe something like that. Let's see if that's long enough. I'm liking how it looks though. Okay, so I used the antique brass colored beading wire. This is our medium diameter of beading wire in the antique brass color. I'm mixing metals, so you could go with lots of different colors. I had a bunch over here. I've got bone, black, copper, white. Even the champagne color that came in that kit would be beautiful. This comes in the champagne toast kit. We have just a few of those kits left still on the website. If you want to grab one, as well as their beautiful bead mix. This bead mix is in the kit, but you can buy an extra one additionally. And it's got a lot of great metallics and neutral colors that will mix well, not only in a design by themselves, but with lots of other things too. It's a handy kit to definitely get in-house because it has a lot of good beads that could mix into many different things. Okay, I'm going to grab a crimp tube again. And I'm doing sterling silver findings with more of a gold bead. So one way, if you're mixing and matching metals that I found works really well for me, is if I kind of stick to the same thing on the findings, like the centerpiece here, the piece that pulled it together, the clasp, a jump ring, any of that, I'm going to stick to silver, the crimp tubes. But then the wire and the beads are all a similar tone as well. And I think that helps it mix together, and I feel like it always looks really nice and intentional. Not like, oh, I just didn't have the right crimp color, or, like it makes it all feel like I really thought out what I was doing, which I did. And I think that makes a nice difference. I'm looking at my loop over here to kind of think about my loop over here. They don't have to match perfectly, but it's also kind of a nice detail. It's something that you can sort of match up, and it'll look really nice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and crimp again. with those magical crimpers. Could you use a regular crimping plier? Absolutely. And in that video on Patreon, I went over 3 different crimping styles, different types of pliers, one of them in 3 different sizes. So there is a time and a place to use all these different crimping pliers. I use the magical ones a lot because they're just handy. I use a lot of medium because it's the most versatile of our beading wire diameters. And the 2x2 millimeter crimp goes with it perfectly. And so that magical crimping plier is just real easy to pick up and use for me. But there are lots of other options. If you have a different crimping plier, that is a-okay. Go ahead and use it. So I've got my one side of my bracelet ready. I'm going to start stringing these beads on and see if my pattern is long enough to completely fit my wrist. I think it will be. I'm guessing it will be. This is going to be one of those bracelets that's like impossible to photograph well, but looks really good on your wrist. I can already see it. And I think it goes really well with my necklace too, which is cool. Okay, bead stopper, where are you? Handy little bead stopper, clicks right on the wire. You can find those on the website. I think we gave a bunch away at a TGBE not that long ago. So you may even already have them if you haven't purchased them yourself. Okay, so I'm bringing this around to kind of see where this meets up. It looks almost a little big. So I'll probably drop that end bead there and just end with the crystal. And I'd have to decide. I don't know that I want to use a jump ring because I think that's going to make it too big. Because I want it to fit kind of snugly on my wrist. So I think what I'll do is I'll just make a loop with the soft flex beading wire to attach my lobster clasp to. So I'm going to grab one more little crimp tube. This is very modern looking, isn't it? I'm loving that. Love a good little modern looking design. And then it's also kind of still romantic with that boho flower in there and pretty gold. So I will be going to Tucson. Gosh, is it really 2 weeks away? That's wild. I think it's like 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks away? It's the first week of February. I will be doing live sales from Tucson with Kristen and Scott's help Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, and Thursday morning. I think we were talking about, I'll have to look back at the times. They might be like 9:30, but we'll be posting it as soon as we know for sure. I'm really excited about it, but I read this article today that my friend Abby Berta posted about how the tariffs are going to affect the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show because so many of the vendors come from out of country, and there's a lot of questions on how the goods will be tariffed when they come here. Some people bring thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in product from overseas. And I guess just bringing it into the country alone, you have to pay that 15% tariff, like right at the top. And so many of those companies that would have to bring product in aren't coming this year. So I'm really curious to see, oh my God, this turned out so cute. I'm really curious to see what that's going to mean in Tucson. If you want to kind of go along with us for the ride, make sure you're tuning into those live sales. And then I will be posting behind the scenes things into my jewelry making club all week long too. There I'll be focused on trends that I'm seeing. Lots and lots of cool trends usually in Tucson, even though it'll be smaller, maybe the smallest I've ever seen it. It's still times like these really drive innovation. And I still think there will be a lot of neat things to find and seek and enjoy. That looks so good. Can I clasp it on air? One-handed. No. I have one of those bracelet things. I've started using it. Have you guys seen that? Let me go grab it. I'm going to show it to you. I don't sell them, but they work really well. Somebody sent this to me a while ago. I might have gotten it in a sample bag last year in Tucson. And if you are a single lady, you don't have anyone to help you, you slip that onto there, get your bracelet on, and then you come in and click it and then slide it off. How handy is that? I mean, how cute. Doesn't that look so unique and fun? Who knew I was going to wake up and make this today? Not me. I will try to get a picture of it, but like I said, I think it's one of those weird bracelets that just looks better on your wrist, and you can't really capture it very well otherwise, but I'll do my best to get a picture so you can see it in detail. But I really love it too. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad I got to take over Spill the Beads, and I got a really fun, cool bracelet out of it. Let's make a quick pair of earrings because I'm sure I have plenty of time. And then hopefully you can join Kristen and I tomorrow for coffee and craft wire tomorrow morning. And we'll be, Kristen's going to show me how to wire wrap. I've never been a big wire wrapper on stone, but I'm going to try doing one. I might do this one and then use this one on Saturday with my Great Bead Extravaganza design that I'm making with the Kind Heart kit. But this is really pretty, and I could imagine it looking really lovely with some wire wrapped on top of it. So join us tomorrow. It's always fun. Bring your coffee, bring your giggles. Kristen and I do a lot of giggling when we're together. We're going to blow off some steam and get ready for the Great Bead Extravaganza weekend ahead. And it will be a lot of fun. So I hope you'll come hang out for that. Okay, let's do a quick pair of earrings. I found these great ear posts that we have on the Softflux Company website. And it's just got like a little hole down here that you can connect. And I thought they would look so cute with these flowers. So I was going to work on that. I need to get a little more silver in there, I think. So I might use some of these pieces that are silver and gold. I think these little round oval beads were something that Cassandra was just going to put on her website. So you can find them up there in a bunch of different colors. I was also thinking, because I used this silver piece in here, it might be kind of a nice piece if I've got two of those to add a little more silver in there. And maybe that is my my little drop. Let me see if I've got an eye pin that's long enough for those. Let's see what I've got back here. This is long enough. If you ever have problems with your eye pins coming, like a little wavy, they naturally do that the way that they're usually stored. You can always take your nylon jaw plier and smooth it out, just like you would with craft wire. And that'll make it nice and smooth and beautiful. Okay. Let's give this a try and see if we like it. Looking good. Ooh, do we want to do one of those? Or is that too long? Is that too much? It might be too much. Let's see how it looks on the thing. These might be a little too antiqued for this. I'm trying to decide. I might need a brighter silver. As cute as those are, I don't know that they match this exact project. This is what my findings look like right now. It's a real problem. No, I have a findings bin, but I do have like a, ooh, I might need this at the last minute pile. And this is how big it's gotten. It's kind of out of control. But I have a bunch of like little findings on here. Like, for example, this little ear wire that I can free. Oh, I probably have ear wires on here too. You know, like you just like need that last minute thing and you want it to be accessible. So also little partials of things that I've made. It needs a cleanup job, but that's what's happening over here these days. It's as good as it's going to get. Okay, so I found these. I think these brighter silver ear wires might make more sense. As cute as this is, I don't know. I thought it was nice with the filigree, but it's such a darker silver. I think it's a little tricky in this case. Okay, let me grab, and do I like this if it's from an ear wire? Okay, guys, I need a poll. Do you like it with the 24 karat gold plated bead or without? Remembering that I'm mixing silver and gold. So the silver bead is actually kind of important because it's pulling in the silver and gold. I mean, I could see what it looks like, I guess. Why not? Because the pin itself and the ear wire are silver. I mean, it's very hard to pass up that beautiful gold piece, right? That's a really nice piece. Which one do you like? Let's go with left or right, or something completely different. Left, right, or no gold? Tell me in the comments. I want to hear it. I see a left. I see another left. Left. Ooh, you like the extra sparkle, huh? Nice. All right. Left it is. I mean, it does look really pretty. Okay. So we're going to come in and this is a head pin. If you're brand new to beading, it's got a little head at the bottom. You string your beads on, and then I'm going to make a wire wrapped loop on the top. So 90-degree angle over the top, change my plier under the bottom. It's like a really lovely little loop. Then I hold on to it. Hey, if you're enjoying having me take over Spill the Beads, give me a thumbs up or a heart. Thank you for being here today. Thanks for letting me sit in for Joyce, who's not feeling well. She will be back next week for the live sale, and in 2 weeks, hopefully, for Spill the Beads. Maybe it's 3 weeks, because next week's a live sale, and then it's 2 weeks after that. So it's 3 weeks till I go to Tucson. Hoo-wee. That's coming up fast. I'm really excited for that trip. I think it's going to be a really fun trip. Not just for Tucson, but for a bunch of other things too that I'm doing. It looks good, you guys. Look at how cute this whole set is. I'm loving it. Maybe I'll even wear it in Tucson. It's a perfect time. Is anybody here in the comments going to Tucson? If not, you can go vicariously through me. I know Candy is going. I know Nile is going. I'm very excited to see Nile. I mean, I would love to see Candy too, obviously, but Nile is one of my beading besties, so I'm really excited to see him. And I know Danielle Wicks is going, so I'm excited to see her. Sam from Sam's Bead Shop. That's going to be fun. I know. It's going to be pretty cool. I haven't made any plans to see anyone because I'm very focused on making sure these live sales go well. And I also want to hopefully create like a cool box of goodies for you guys. So I'm going to stay really focused in on that, but I'm hoping I get a chance to have lunch, with a few of my friends somewhere along the way, or dinner or brunch. We'll see how it all works out, but I'm excited. I'm ready for adventure. Awesome. Liz says, take your summer tops and pants. It's probably a lot warmer. Yeah. I was born in Phoenix, and I lived in Phoenix for, I don't know, many, many years. As my dad lived in Phoenix my entire childhood, and then I moved there as an adult. So I'm pretty familiar with the weather, and looking forward to it because it is always nice at this time of year to be there. Tucson can also get strangely cold sometimes, though. I remember one year where it snowed and everybody was unprepared to deal with snow at the Tucson show. I love these champagne colors too. If you love this kit and you've just been holding off on getting it, it's really, really pretty. I would take advantage. I'm going to open up this mix so we can look at it. This is what the mix inside the kit looks like, but you can buy the mix separately as well. But they're just really nice metallic-y colors that are going to work with so many things. Pearls. I could see them working with anything black, any agates or jaspers, that have those really pretty kind of champagne colors. Let me see. I think this is going to be too small. I have another tray back here. Let's pop it in there. A million bead trays. So this is what the mix looks like, but then it came with a bunch of strands in there too, including one of my favorite things in the kit were these little square crystal. Those have been so handy. I used them all throughout my beaded chain, and they're just really sparkly little spacer beads that I thought were really, really great. But this is what that mix looks like. I love this bead. It's like a squatty drop bead in a crystal. It's not like it's like a wide drop. It's such a good shape. It's like a really good shape. Use those. These little gold guys, I used one of those in my design today. Fantastic. This little flower crystals, beautiful. These ones I haven't even used yet, but look at how fantastic those are. Lots of good stuff in there. There's some like matte gold crystals that are great spacer beads. I used those a lot in my first design. Get the kit while the getting's good. I think it's 90% sold out. So we're getting close to selling through the Champagne Toast design kit. And it is one of those color palettes that is going to last, easily into work with future kits or future projects, because all these colors kind of go with everything. So grab that. You can also get your Kind Heart kit at the same time if you're going to be hanging out with Kristen and I this weekend for the Great Bead Extravaganza. It's a great time to get that kit coming, and maybe grab a fun pendant or two. I think I'm going to use this one to match the kit. These are all very similar to the colors in the kit. This is a bead mix that matches that kit. You can see it's just so luscious and perfect for upcoming Valentine's Day and spring. It's very juicy looking. These colors are just so great. I can't wait to rip into that and start making this weekend. And of course, you can buy that bead mix separately. It's not in the Kind Heart kit and the bracelet. It's a bead strand. I made a full bracelet out of it. But anyway, I will see you guys tonight. We'll do a giveaway here, so stick around. But I will see you tonight if you want to learn about craft wire. Tonight is the night. Oh, can you guys even hear me? My computer turned off. I'm so curious what happened here. Can you hear me? Weird. I've never had my computer turn off like that before, and it kept the audio going. So that was good. Oh my gosh. It's always something around here. Okay, we've got 35 entries. Thomas, what are we giving away today? I'm going to go and get our screen going. Don't forget that coupon code. If you're purchasing today, use Midwinter 26 on your order. $10 off an order over $59, $20 off an order over $99. This works for customers who do not already get a designer or bead store discount. So if you log in and you have filed a tax ID with us, you get your best price when you log in. This is for a retail customer who isn't already getting that discount. Go ahead and put in Midwinter 26 to get a little bit off of your order. And starting tomorrow, we'll have a DIY bracelet going in every order as well. And let me hop back. And there we go. Did we decide what we're giving away? I gotta say. A Kind Heart bead mix. Oh, we're going to spread a little love today with a Kind Heart bead mix. Let me share my screen. Last chance to enter. Gia says she can't wait for this weekend. I know. Yeah. Tell all of your friends. The Great Bead Extravaganza is simply one of the best things that happens on the internet. And it's perfect timing for it because we all really need creativity in our lives. But 12 companies get together and each one does at least an hour presentation, usually teaching you different jewelry making skills and showing you different jewelry making products and presenting a full jewelry project that you can replicate or make in a similar fashion. Many of the companies have kits, some do not, but have the parts and pieces available. And a lot of us have good deals. A lot of us have giveaways. And it's just a whole lot of fun. Lots of inspiration. You do want to bring a sketchbook and write notes. Try to go to a show you've never been to before. I think it's really nice to be able to cross over and learn new things from some of the best in the jewelry making industry. So if you're a big fan of Candy, definitely watch Candy. But then you've never seen Nile from Silver Silk, or you've never seen Francesca Watson from the Makery, put something new on your calendar to try to hit up. You can watch everything on replay, but unfortunately, Facebook does delete the videos now after 30 days. So it's a really hard, you have to be very quick about rewatching. Some of the videos are only going to Facebook, and when they're deleted, they're deleted. So something to think about. But I hope all of you will take time and be there in person, because that's the best. It's like the synergy of all the people watching and all the presenters bringing their best foot forward is something really special. Okay, here we go. It's going to be a great weekend. Let us know. Oh, Marika Harris from Facebook. Let us know you're here. You must be here to claim your prize. You're going to email info@softluxcompany.com. You're going to let them know your name, your shipping address, and that you won the Kind Heart bead mix so that they can get that shipped out to you. So let us know you're here, Marika. If not, I will pick a new winner. And because we like to make sure you get the instructions. There she is. Congratulations. You won a beautiful bead mix. We're sending you a bunch of hearts and love. So thank you for being here today. I'm thanking all of you for being here today. It's always nice to get to spend time with you. I know you guys were probably looking forward to seeing Joyce for the first time in the new year. She will be back. Well, you saw her last week at the live sale, right? But you want to see her make something. She'll be back soon. She just wasn't feeling up to it this week, but I'm glad I got to step in, and I made myself what I think is a pretty fantastic bracelet and earrings. I'll take pictures of those and post them onto the Softlux Company Instagram, and you can check it out there. I hope to see many of you tonight for All About Softlux Craft Wire in my jewelry making club on Patreon. I think it will be really helpful. And I will see all of you guys soon. Have a great day, guys. And tomorrow morning, coffee and craft wire. That'll be good too. All right. Bye, everybody.